This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say three-peat? Union Scotties, WPIAA champions.
The Neshannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Menses Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score!
Off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Gabe McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Good afternoon, coming to you from Mike Bubba Kirkwood's Field on the campus of Neshannock High School. It's PIAA State Playoff first-round action here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as the Neshannock Lancers, the District 7 champions, taking on the Redbank Valley Bulldogs, the District 9 runner-ups. Starting lineup's going to be introduced. We'll get to those here in a moment. I'm James Dotson, Matt Flannery, our producer. Bringing in Brandon Fisher for his broadcast debut here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Brandon, thanks for making the return back up here to Neshannock High School. What's it feel like to be back here watching the alma mater playing some ball?
You know, James, it's always great. I've wanted to do this for a long time and found the time to get back to Pennsylvania. Super excited to be back at the alma mater, and this is exciting. Can't wait to watch a great game.
Well, today's broadcast is available free to watch thanks to the man to my left, Mr. Brandon Fisher, and BMF Tax and Financial. Visit bmftax.com for more information. Great stuff there from him. They're going to get through the starting lineups. We're going to get the opening pitch here in a few moments. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first time out here of the pregame show. We'll get you ready for today's game between the Lancers and the Bulldogs here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Our national anthem here from Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field at Neshannock High School. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch between the Neshannock Lancers and Redbank Valley. Again, the District 9 runner-up Redbank Valley had won 3 straight championships in a row in District 9, Brandon, before they were defeated 1-0 in the final last week against Montauk. Neshannock, they get their first district championship in over a decade with the victory 11-2 over Fort Cherry. So let's look at that first. You have the high for Neshannock. You got to get right back into it for the second tournament. On the other side for Redbank Valley, flipping the script. Hey, we just got upset in the finals. We need to come back and play our game here tonight for our second tournament.
Yeah, they always say sometimes after winning the championship, that next game can be the hardest. You're coming off that emotional high. On the flip side, Redbank Valley, they probably couldn't wait to get back on the field and compete again. So it'll be interesting to see how those two dynamics line up.
We're going to see Denny Joseph on the mound, the left-hander for Neshannock. It'll be the third straight game we've seen him on the bump for the Neshannock Lancers. You'll see probably a pair of pitchers, Jackson Huffman and Braylon Wagner. We'll talk more about them in a moment for Redbank Valley, as they've been kind of a 1A, 1B over the course of the season. But let's start by looking at today's Crane Room starting lineup. Starting lineups today brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. For Redbank Valley, center fielder Isaac Nicewanger will lead off. Braylon Wagner, the shortstop, hitting second. Brock George, the third baseman, hitting third. The cleanup hitter is pitcher Jackson Huffman. Carson Gold, the second baseman, hits fifth. Caden Sturgeon, the catcher, hits sixth. Jordan Smith, Wyatt Byers, and the DH Ryan Hepler round out the order. Brody Ripple playing first base and not batting. What really sticks out to me, though, Brandon, not a senior-laden team. You were a part of one of these, we won't say how many years ago, because it's scary to think how long that's been, but to have 8 seniors in the starting lineup for this Redbank Valley team, I think that even more speaks to the volumes of, like, wow, we just lost our first district championship game. They're going to be out for blood here today.
Oh, absolutely. You can't underestimate what a senior-laden team means to a program, especially for younger players, being able to learn from them. I expect them to come out hungry. This could be their last game. It could not be. I don't think they're going to want it to be, so I'll be interested to see how they react to that last loss.
Your defensive alignment brought to you by Medora Bonner Law. In the outfield from left to right, Kevin Gerlach, Cole Hutchison, and Anthony Aiken. Ryan Cameron and Nathan Rickle on the left side of the infield. Luca Pegli at second, Mason Moroz at first base. Hayden Tatterson behind the dish. For the left-handed senior, Denny Joseph, 6-1 on the year, is the LaRoche commit. This is going to be his 9th start of the season, sporting a 2.05 earned run average, and threw very well in that WPIAA championship game, Brandon.
Yeah, I was watching that in Colorado, and something that jumped out to me was it doesn't seem like he throws overly hard, but he hits his spots, and he's very good at it. And a pitcher that can hit his spots, even if he's not throwing super fast, it's deadly.
Yeah, he's got a good mix, and what's crazy, too, he's a senior, but age-wise, could classify as a junior probably. So he's only got more growth to be coming. So Isaac Newswanger will lead things off as Joseph works off in the stretch. And how about this? Going to step off before we even get underway. And now we'll have our first pitch delivery from Joseph. And it's going to be fouled back for strike one. Time of the first pitch, 5:01 p.m. How about this, Brandon? 8 county teams are in the state playoffs. 8.
That's impressive.
Between baseball and softball. That's literally half of the county. Really impressive what Lawrence County has done on the Diamond Sports here in recent memory, as that one's downstairs. Evens the count at 1-1. Isaac Newswanger hitting .338 on the season. Leadoff batter for the Bulldogs. Watches that one upstairs. 2-1 to count. For Redbank Valley, they've played in a lot of these low-scoring games. 2-1, 1-0, 3-0, 3-2. Those are the kind of games they've been used to all season long. With that in mind, I think we're going to be saying every run's going to matter, seeing maybe a lot of manufacturing today.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. My big thing coming in here was I wanted to watch the fundamentals. I think the team that plays fundamental baseball is going to win this game.
Yeah, pitching and limiting the mistakes is typically what gets you to district and state titles, as Newswire swings and misses. Kind of waved at that one on the outside corner. First strikeout of the day. Strikeout number 53 on the year for Joseph. About one per inning. Not a strikeout pitcher, but does the job.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're looking for, starting off with a strikeout. If you're Neshannock, keeping runners off the base paths, that's going to be big.
Braylon Wagner leads the team in just about every statistical category for Redbank Valley. Hits .468 on the season. Moved up from the 3 spot to the 2 hole, watches the first pitch breaking ball for strike 1. That also shows confidence if you're Coach Hepler and company, moving the lineup around a little bit here heading into the state championships.
Yeah, it's a risky move, but see how it pays right there.
Pays off perfectly as he lines that breaking ball into left field for a 1-out single.
Wagner will single in the left
Wagner
field.
was the number 3 batter. He moves up to the 2 hole. Brock George now moves up to the 3 spot. Jackson Huffman, the consistent cleanup hitter, basically throughout the entire season, now waiting in the on-deck circle.
It's one of those moves where if it goes well, you look like a genius, and if it doesn't, maybe not so much.
Now we'll see how closely they keep an eye on Wagner. 19 stolen bases also leads the team, as both of these teams really love to move bodies around, manufacture stolen bases. How about 77 swiped bags on the year for Redbank Valley? Neshannock approaching 100 total stolen bases.
It's impressive.
Always going to be aggressive. No surprise with a Coach Q team for Neshannock, as they'll have another throw over from Joseph. 52 strikeouts versus just 10 walks for Denny Joseph. And those are the numbers that have been most impressive to me. Same with Huffman on the other side. He's got 74 Ks versus just 8 walks.
You love to see that as a fielder. You can make outs when the ball's in play.
Pitch to contact, and here's one's chopped down the third base line, but foul. 4-man crew throughout the entirety of the PIAA playoffs. It's Dan Yost behind the plate, Todd Stevens at first, Andy Catellis at second base, and David Confo at third base. Oh, and 1 to count here to George, hitting .339 on the season. Another throw over. How long will it be before it's going to be? We have the restriction like it is now in Major League Baseball at the number of throw over attempts you're allowed.
I don't know. I could see it coming. I could also see it not being implemented. I have my opinion on it.
I'll say it. I hope it never comes.
I am in agreement there.
Slide step misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. Other baseball teams from the area, Riverside lost to Fairview in Class 3A action. Final score of that one was 3-1. So the defending Class 3A state champions are done. So we'll have a new champion there. Another long pause from Joseph. Runner goes outside corner for strike 2 to throw down. Is going to be not in time. That's swiped bag number 20 on the year for Wagner.
Stolen base for Isaac Newswire.
When you look at the brackets, you still have Faith Christian, the defending champion from last year in Class 2A. The District 1 champion there, sitting on the far side of the bracket.
I was impressed with the jump on that, especially with a lefty pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, it wasn't first move, but it sure felt like it for your Riverside stolen base. It's a steal at Riverside Apartments. Count now 1-2 to George, 18 RBI on the season. Can Redbank Valley strike here in the first? This one's fouled off towards the Dinosaur and out of play. The other baseball game, Elwood City and Phillipsburg Osceola, they were scoreless through 3 innings of play. Softball action, Union in a battle right now against Purchase Line. 4-2 the score in the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch misses upstairs. Count now 2-2. How crazy is it for Union? Repeat as WPIAL champions. Now they're trying to repeat as state champions. But so far, every playoff game has been an exact replica of who they played in that round from a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Played Jeanette in the quarterfinals. Mercy ruled Jefferson Morgan again in the semifinals. Defeated Carmichael's in the championship. And now they face, in the first round again today, Purchase Line for the 2nd straight year. This one's popped up sky high on the left side of the infield and caught by the shortstop Riggle for the 2nd out of the inning.
That's really shocking to hear that, actually, especially in high school where you have the turnover year over year with graduation, that teams can just stay consistent and get to the playoffs. But even then, so playing the same teams is kind of crazy.
Well, especially in the districts when you have true seeding. I mean, the states, at least, you know, they're kind of slotted in. You know where everybody's going to be. It's actually possible that Union will play the same team in the next round in Du Bois Central Catholic. Winner of this one will take on either Mount Union or Sagertown. Jackson Huffman steps to the plate, and now he'll step out of the box. He has the only home run on the season, does Huffman, for this Redbank Valley squad. Wearing the pink gloves, looking to cash in and help himself out in the top of the first inning. First pitch to him misses upstairs for ball 1. As a team, Redbank Valley hitting .292, so not the greatest numbers. 2 in the starting lineup, actually hitting under 200 on the season as that breaking ball hits the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1.
I think that must speak to the pitching. You mentioned they like to play low-scoring games, so.
Now the 2 great pitchers are out there on the field, one standing at second, one standing in the box. This one's going to be fouled out of play. 1-2 the count. We'll talk more about Huffman and Wagner on the mound here in a moment, but a combined 10-4 record, both with ERAs under 2 on the season. And again, I think the biggest key that the teams we're seeing that are successful is that balance between the strikeouts to walks, having that good ratio. Joseph, little flare over the second baseman's head, and that's going to fall in to right field, rounding third and heading to the plate. The throw will not be in time, and the first run of the game comes for the visiting Bulldogs of Redbank Valley.
Brings across 1 run.
That was a good piece of hitting, going the other way with it, hitting it where it was pitched.
Yeah, didn't try to do too much with it, just got the barrel on it. Jackson Huffman, now a team-high 23 RBI on the season. That's a Rd-June1 RBI. For the first run of the game, now Carson Gold to the plate with 2 down. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1, and that's exactly what Redbank Valley needed, especially, again, low-scoring games. They were shut out in the championship game. Had to feel that was a point of emphasis for Coach Hepler and his team. We got to strike early. Throw over to first and back.
Yeah, that's definitely got to feel good coming out of a shutout. First inning, first at bat, getting that run across the plate.
Huffman was 2 for 3 against Kane in the semifinal victory. Only 2 hits in the championship game for the Bulldogs in that D9 title. They got 2 already here in the top of the first inning here against Neshannock.
I think that speaks to that senior leadership. Didn't get 2 down after that loss in the championship game and came out hitting.
6 seniors, 1 junior, and 1 sophomore in this starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, makes the count 2-1. Softball games mentioned Union and Purchase Line in a battle just a few minutes up the road. Bentworth and Wilmington. How about that Wilmington team? 8 seed in the tournament for District 10. They're able to make it all the way to the finals and to the state playoffs. They're trailing 4-0 as this one's popped up in foul territory behind the plate. Tatterson finds it, tosses the mask, and makes the catch. Textbook way to end the top of the first inning. Redbank Valley with a run on 2 hits. No errors. They left 1 on base. Redbank Valley 1, Neshannock coming up to bat. We'll keep it right here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, and we'll flip the script and take a look at the starting lineup for the Neshannock Lancers. Again, brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Nathan Rickle leading off. Luca Pegley, the second baseman, hitting second. Junior Ryan Cameron in the 3 spot. Anthony Aiken, the cleanup hitter, bats 4th. Mason Morose hits 5th. The designated hitter is Joey DiMuccio in the 6 hole. Cole Hutchinson, Hayden Tatterson, and Kevin Gerlach rounding out the starting 9. Denny Joseph is the pitcher and will not bat. Joey DiMuccio to DH hitting for Joseph. 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman in the starting lineup for Coach Quilero's Neshannock Lancers. We mentioned with Redbank Valley, they shuffled their lineup heading into this game. Neshannock did the exact same thing going into the WPIAA championship, moving their 3-hitter Nathan Rickle up to the leadoff spot, and it certainly paid off. That lineup top to bottom was lights out. 8 of the 9 batters had hits in the championship game against Fort Cherry, Brandon.
Yeah, that's tough to beat. When you're getting production from the bottom of the lineup and able to turn it over to the top of the lineup, that's going to result in a lot of wins, so you love to see it.
And especially when you can get somebody with these stolen bases like what Rickle has. I think it kind of makes sense, too, looking the other way with what Wagner was able to do. Get on, manufacture a run by stealing second and scoring. That's what you're going to see a lot more of for both these teams. As you said, manufacturing runs, a little small ball might play big dividends here today as we take a look at the defensive alignment for Redbank Valley. Wyatt Byers, Isaac Nicewonger, and Jordan Smith in the outfield from left to right. Brock George at third, Braylon Wagner at shortstop, Carson Gold, the second baseman, Brody Ripple at first. Caden Sturgeon is the junior catcher. Battery mate is senior Jackson Huffman, 5-1 record on the year. This is his 14th appearance on the season as he and Wagner have, again, basically stayed dead even in terms of one pitching and the other one closing or vice versa, depending on what day in the week that they are playing. So expect to potentially see both of those guys on the bump here today. Huffman, 52 innings pitched, 74 strikeouts versus 8 walks for the senior right-hander. First pitch fastball misses away for ball 1.
I love those numbers. Strikeouts to walks, it's a great ratio.
Another fastball tails away, catches the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Yeah, neither of these pitchers for Redbank and neither starter, be it Huffman nor Joseph or Neshannock, giving up the free passes on the year. Also keeps your pitch count down.
Keeps your pitch count down, but
that one's way outside.
It's also one of those things where you can live if the team beats you by hitting you. If you're beating yourself, that's the worst way to go down.
Yeah, no free passes is what you preach if you're a coach, as that one's fouled back and out of play. Count remains 2-2. Elwood City baseball trailing 3-0. Elwood City softball trailing 3-2. Those games both in the 5th inning. Oh, nice 12-6 breaking ball to retire Rickle for the first out of the inning.
Huffman with the strikeout. His first one of the day. Now batting second for Neshannock, playing second base, number 1, Luca Pegley.
Union has extended their lead now 8-2 after an Olivia Benedict home run. And right on cue, Maggie Joseph, or excuse me, that's Corinne Shannon hitting a 2-run home run, so now makes the score 10-2. This one chopped by Pegley to third base. High hop, had to be wait for it as George strung through across the diamond, though, to retire the speedy Pegley for the second out of the inning.
That's really well done right there. That's a tough play, high chopper. You know you're going to have to be quick with it with the speedy Pegley running down the line. Gets it out of his glove. Great throw.
2 up, 2 down in the top of the first inning, or bottom of the first inning, excuse me. Now Ryan Cameron will come to the plate. Now as part of it, too, was Neshannock, the away team, as the 2 seed in the district title. They were able to jump early on Fort Cherry. That fastball rides inside for ball 1. Good pop on that fastball from Huffman. That one over the plate, foul back and out of play. Winner of this one takes on either Sagertown or Mount Union. Try to get you some score updates on that one as we go along. That game began at 4 o'clock between the District 6 champion Mount Union and the District 10 runner-up Sagertown. Swing and a miss, makes the count 1-2. Sagertown ladies lost to Laurel earlier today. Final score of that one was 6-2, so that means we have Laurel Neshannock Part 4 coming up on Thursday. That one right down Broadway for strike 3. Caught Cameron looking for the third out of the inning. A 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. Neshannock and Redbank Valley scoreless, or Redbank Valley 1, Neshannock 0 through 1 inning of play. You're watching on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania.
Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Top of the second inning coming up here from Neshannock High School, Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field. Today's broadcast brought to you free to watch thanks to BMF Tax and Financial. Brandon Fisher, what's the best way to get a hold of you at BMF Tax?
Through my website, or you can email me at brandon@bmftax.com.
Big thanks to him for supporting Lancer Athletics here at lcsportsnet.com. Neshannock facing a 1-0 deficit as we start the second inning of play. Sturgeon, Smith, and Byers due up for the Bulldogs. First pitch in there for a breaking ball, strike one. Caden Sturgeon hitting 196 on the season. The lone junior in the starting lineup chops this one off of his foot. Denny Joseph comes set, kicks and fires and gets a breaking ball in there for strike three. Second strikeout of the game for Joseph.
James, you promised me strikes, and you did not lie.
Oh, you love the math of it, B, because first pitch strikes, you're going to get them out about 60% of the time. If you retire the leadoff batter, typically in high school baseball, you have a scoreless inning in about 50% of innings just because you get the first guy out. So working ahead, always key. And as soon as I say that, Jordan Smith first pitched him, ball one.
The old announcer's jinx.
Allen breaking ball over the heart of the plate, evens the count at 1-1. Yeah, the old announcer's jinx. Tell you a funny story here after this 1-1 pitch from Joseph. Chopped foul down the third baseline. So Bob Orquist, longtime broadcaster with Trib Live, he's actually helping us out doing the Union game right now, so big shout out to Bobby O. We did a game, one of my first years covering sports, and baseball game down at Franklin Regional, ended up being a no-hitter. Guess how many times he said it? Guess how many times I said it throughout the course of the game? As another swing and a miss on the breaking ball for strike three. How many times did either of us say it on the air, do you think?
It's either going to be 0 or a huge number. I'm going to go with 0.
It was 0. Guess how many times we said it in between innings talking to each other?
0.
0. Not once. But we both knew it. We both knew what was going on. Didn't say a word. You could tell he also played. Played some ball. Us baseball guys are not superstitious whatsoever. As Wyatt Byers watches the first pitch in there for strike one. Breaking ball working here early for Denny Joseph.
It really is. He's locating it very well.
Especially on that first pitch. Brings in another one. Quickly up 0-2. And after 21 pitches in the first inning. Efficient second inning here so far. You want to be averaging about 15 or 16 pitches per inning to make sure you stay under that 105 threshold for a complete game. And that's a 3-pitch strikeout as Joseph strikes out the side in order.
It's a great bounce back inning.
Keeps it a 1-0 Redbank lead. Back in a moment. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Our keys to the game are brought to you by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George. Visit lgkg.com, your home team advantage with the law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers. Brandon Fisher trailing 1-0. What are a couple of the keys right now for Neshannock in terms of what they need to do, especially at the plate here, trailing 1-0 and early going?
Yeah, I think it's just stay patient. You're in your second at-bats right now. Get a couple balls in play, make them make the play, see if they can make some mistakes, but stay patient. It's early in the game. You're down 1. No need to press right now.
Jackson Huffman dealing so far. Fires that one. Blows it by Aiken for strike 1. Anthony Aiken, he'll be heading up north to Edinburgh to continue his athletic and academic career. He'll be playing football there for Tardens and breaking ball in there for strike 2. Seeing a good mix so far from Huffman as well. Working quickly, the 0-2. Line drive right back up the middle. Good range by Wagner behind second base.
That's a great play.
Fires it over for the first out of the inning. I thought that was easily into center field, but Wagner said not so fast.
Very great play. Again, with a speedy Aiken running down the baseline. Fields it, gets it out of his glove quick. Perfect throw.
Mason Mraz to the plate. Leads the team, does Moroz, with 8 doubles on the season. He's first pitch swinging for strike 1. Huffman had 10 strikeouts in the semifinal victory, then threw 1 inning of relief in the championship game that following Monday.
What I've liked about him so far, like you said, he's just pounding the strike zone. Come after him, and he's stepping up.
Only threw 12 pitches in the first inning. Only 4 balls thrown so far by my count as well. This breaking ball stays inside. Count now 1-2. Coach Polero down at third base. Kurt Latta coaching down at first. That one stays upstairs, evens the count at 2-2. Coach Q in his 7th year, 6th full season as the head coach for the Lancers. Breaking ball falls away, and after being up 0-2, now a full count here to Moroz with 1 down. Payoff pitch. This is did get called strike 3, excuse me, for the second out of the inning, 3rd strikeout of the game.
Here in the bottom of the second. Now batting.
Here from Huffman.
DH. Number 11, Joey DiMuccio.
Good job by Huffman to fight back. Now the freshman Joey DiMuccio to the plate. First pitch outside corner. First strike 1. How many freshmen do you remember starting and playing right from the get-go in the Coach Bub, Coach Q era?
You know, it was very few and far between, but I think my freshman year we had 2 freshman starters. But it is rare. It's tough, especially in a program like Neshannock where you have a lot of good baseball players coming in, a lot of senior-laden teams too.
Breaking ball upstairs. Count now 2-1. Yeah, how many times do you see it the other way around too? Maybe people who didn't play even in their junior year and then in big-time roles and doing big-time things as a senior, as Joey DiMuccio takes that 2-1 pitch into center field.
Joey DiMuccio with a 2-out single up the middle.
That's a good approach right there. Hit it where it's pitched.
Up number 8,
Cole Hutchinson will now step to the plate. Joey DiMuccio, how about this though for the freshman? Get the elephant off the back. That's his first hit of the postseason for Joey D.
Yeah, good time for it.
Now Cole Hutchinson to the plate. Leadoff hitter basically the entire year. Then the senior is told, "Now you're batting 7th today in the WPIAA championship game." All he did was rip one off of the left field wall there at EQT Park.
those are the things you love to hear, especially for a senior to get, hey, you're going to move from the leadoff spot to the 7th spot in the championship game and then not get down on yourself. It's awesome.
Come in, do a job. Expecting he might be someone available in relief. His first pitch, throw down to second base, and in plenty of time to catch DiMuccio stealing to end the inning. So the 2-out hit, runner is eliminated on the base paths. We've played 2 innings, Neshannock and Redbank, here in the Class 2A state first-round action. Redbank leads 1-0 at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve. Well, through 2 innings, a Redbank 1-0 lead over Neshannock. They caught stealing to end the inning, Brandon. One of the stats, we love seeing the stats online fully put up there by Redbank Valley. One of the stats that I noticed was that there have been 13 stolen bases on the year against Huffman. The thing is, though, you picked basically the wrong pitch to go on there. It wasn't an official pitch out, but kind of worked like one.
It might as well have been. It was high outside. Catcher was able to stand through a strike. I mean, you have to give credit to him on that throw. It was perfect.
9-1-2 hitters due up for Redbank Valley. And first pitch swinging is Ryan Hepler, the DH. Fouled off for strike 1. This is our Melee Chiropractic inning. We'll get you some score updates in between innings here as that one's fouled back to the screen. Again, 8 teams in Lawrence County-ish. We include Riverside. They're an adopted team right on the Lawrence County border. We get a chance to cover them a lot, so they're one of our adopted teams, so to speak. But including the Riverside Panthers, even if you took them out, that would still be 7 county teams out of 16 baseball and softball teams in Lawrence County playing in the playoffs here today. 1-2 the count as that one breaks around the plate, evens the count at 2-2.
I don't think you get the nickname County of Champions by mistake.
I wanted to do a little research, and of course time ran out. If there's any county that comes even close to that kind of percentage, as this one's chopped down the third base line, and wisely Cameron's going to let that drift foul. Count will remain 2-2. Just look at the softball. 5 of the 8 teams in Lawrence County are playing in this state playoffs.
I'd be shocked if any other county could make that statement. But I'm willing to be wrong.
Count remains 2-2. Joseph, long pause, now kicks and fires. Another one fouled back to the screen. So Kepler getting bat on ball here in this at bat.
You love this if you're Redbank Valley from your 9-hitter. He's battling, getting his pitch count up.
I just love it because he's wearing the high socks. Breaking ball called, strike 3 on the outside corner. That's now 5 straight retired. 4 of them retired via the strikeout.
If you like strikes, you like this game.
Isaac Newswanger.
Mason Moroz in the last inning to a full count. Beyond that, everyone else has been 2-2 at worst throughout the course of this game. Now, second time through the lineup as Isaac Newswanger steps to the plate. First pitch to him misses outside for ball 1. Newswanger had an RBI in that 2-1 victory in the semifinals against Kane. Another one's going to be chopped on the third base line. Tough play here. Cameron's got the throw on the run, and it's going to be high and into right field. Neuswanger's going to look for second base, and he's going to get there easily. So a swinging bunt and an error on the throw will advance him to second base. Infield single and error. Redbank Valley with one down and a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's a tough play. Slow chopper, did a great job charging it. Just got away from him a little bit on the throw.
And that'll bring Wagner to the plate. Singled and scored the only run of the game in the top of the first inning. 23 RBI on the season for Wagner. First pitch upstairs, ball 1 to him. Play like that, I mean, you don't want to say, hold it at third base there, Brandon, but that's it's tough.
Coming off that WPIAA championship game for Cameron, he made the one inning where he made all 3 outs on beautiful plays. I'm sure his confidence up, and you think you're going to make everything. You would like to see him eat it there, but I don't hate the throw.
Yeah, because really it would have been a bang-bang play even still, just the ball floated up on him. Yeah, how about that? How many times have you seen that in your playing and watching ball days, seeing the same guy making all 3 outs in the field in the same inning?
Yeah, I played third base my entire career, and I think I can confidently say I never did that. So it was impressive, and they weren't easy plays either.
Now, how about 3 errors in an inning?
That I'll pass on answering that.
Oh, smart man. 2-1 the count. Line drive, base hit. Redbank Valley's going to double the advantage, and this one's coming around. Gerlach throwing to second base. Nowhere close. Couple of hard hit balls for Braylon Wagner. And it's now a 2-0 Bulldog advantage.
With a 1-out double.
And we're going to have a Ponch's Insurance trip to the mound to go chat with Denny Joseph, PonchesInsurance.com. Love the life you live. Right now, Redbank Valley loving it. Their third hit of the game. 2 of them have brought in runs here in the top of the third inning.
And James, I don't even think this is a situation like we talked about pregame where Neshannock came out not ready to play and Redbank Valley came out after the loss super ready to play. They're hitting it, and sometimes that's just baseball. It happens, and still early in the game, and see how Neshannock responds.
Brock George popped out in his 10, first at bat.
Brock George.
And a hungry Redbank Valley team coming in as district runner-ups for the first time in 4 years. Making some noise early. First pitch to George misses outside for ball 1. They played in some tight games last year. Keep that in mind, too. First round of the playoffs, they won 8-7 over Greenville. Higher scoring game than what we've seen a lot this year, but that game went 12 innings. Then they win another extra innings game, losing to the eventual state runner-up Freedom 7-6, also in extra innings in the quarterfinals last year. This is a team that, again, a lot coming back. 8 seniors in the lineup.
One thing, Coach Q-led team, there will be no quit until that final out's made in the 7th inning or whatever inning it ends in. So I still expect this game to be close.
Yeah, still plenty of at-bats left to go. But right now, trying to get out of a jam as a throw down to second base, and Wagner back safely. Nice crowd on hand here. Standing room only around the fences. Lots of tailgate chairs down both the first and third base lines. As this 3-0 pitch is going to be lifted towards deep right center field. Aiken going back. Now finally settles under it. Makes the catch. Tagging up and heading to third base on the play is Wagner. So green light 3-0. He gave it a ride, but able to track it down in right field was Aiken.
Yeah. Off the bat, that looks like a simple fly ball and a simple catch, but wind's blowing out. It feels like that was tailing off the right-handed batter. That's a good job by Aiken to get back there and make the play.
I love it. Didn't coast either, did he?
Got there, got to the spot. That is a harder play than it looked.
3:25 325 down the lines, 350 to the power alleys, and 375 to dead center here at Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field as Huffman an intentional walk. So first walk of the game, only the 11th of the year, and it comes on the intentional walk to put runners on the corners for Carson Gold.
27, Carson Gold.
Very top-heavy lineup when you look at the numbers here between Newswanger, Wagner, George, and Huffman. And throw over to first. Now Gold to the plate. Eric Thomas in the house. Check out his recap articles coming on LC Sportsnet tonight. He and Jacob Walzer got a great game for Laurel softball. A 6-2 victory over Sagertown. Breaking ball misses away.
James, first and third, I was just about to make a third to first pickoff mood comment. Then I realized Joseph is a lefty, and I know your thoughts on that.
Yeah. Yep, no first to third pickoff move, unfortunately, as that one breaking ball is fouled back. Got all the way back to the screen and looked down for a second in panic as third baseman Wagner wasn't running towards the plate because it was fouled off. Count even at 1-1.
You surprised he hasn't gone yet?
He was moving on that pitch. Wasn't sure if it was a first movement or more of a delay. He's going again on this. Now he stops as this one's drilled towards left field. Gerlach settling under it. He'll make the catch to end the inning and end the threat. 2 runners left on base, but there was a run scored with a couple of hits and an error. Redbank Valley extends their lead to 2-0 here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. We'll keep it right here. It's Melee Minute time. So producer Matt Flannery, let's throw the clock on me right here as we take a look at the games going on across the area. In baseball, we mentioned Riverside lost to Fairview in Class 3A. 3-1 was the final score of that one. So the reigning 3A champions are done. There will be a new champion in Class 3A baseball. Also in 3A, Elwood City, a home game at Ewing Park, but not going their way. Phillipsburg Osceola leading 4-0 in the 5th inning at last look there. In the softball world, it's getting interesting over there in Scotty's country. Top of the 7th inning, Union 12, Purchase Line 9. Got a couple of high-scoring games here. We'll get you a final when that one does go final. How about this for earlier? 10 errors in the game between Neshannock and Brockway, but the Lancers able to hold on 14-8. Just mentioned Laurel defeating Sagertown 6-0, and it is a final in 5 innings. Bentworth over Wilmington 10-0, and also just went final. The Elwood City Lady Wolverines are one and done as well. Made it to the state playoffs for the first time in nearly a decade, but they lose to the Hilltoppers of Westmont Hilltop 4-2. There's your Melee Minute, brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, keeping you in the games. We keep you informed of what's going on across the area, not only in softball, but also the baseball state playoffs.
10 errors.
I think it was 6 against Brockway and 4 against Neshannock. 8 runs scored for Brockway. Only 1 of them was earned. There's something about playing at that Heindel Field in Du Bois, because actually that was the field where Neshannock lost their only game in the Addie Fry era. They lost the game 9-6.
I remember that.
How many earned runs were in that game? None. So they played 2 games in the last 3 years there. 17 runs allowed. Only 1 of them earned. And squaring to bunt is Cole Hutchinson down the third base line. Well read by the third baseman, and plenty of time from Brock George to get the out at first base.
Yeah, I like the idea. Third baseman looked like he was playing in, though. Read it well off the bat. Got off a good throw.
Hayden Tatterson now to the plate. Yeah, that was a pretty good bunt right down the third baseline. First pitch fastball called strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, I was just watching the third baseman. He was even with the bag, maybe a few steps in just on that pitch.
Swings, fouls back to the screen for strike 2. Tatterson heading up to West Point next year.
That's impressive.
Military Academy.
Good for him.
Quickly 0-2. This one's going to hit sky high on the right side of the infield. Ripple going back, drifting towards foul territory, and makes the catch as he falls to the grass in foul territory for the second out of the inning.
Great job by him staying with that. Again, that wind blowing out.
Now batting for Neshannock,
It's not going to be easy any
9,
ball hit to the right side of the field today.
That's typically one, though, you'd probably want to see your second baseman Gold trying to take over that one, right, Ren?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You'd love to see him get over there.
So now 9-hitter Kevin Gerlach will step to the plate. Gerlach hitting .352 on the season. First pitch right on the outside corner for strike one.
I think you'll take that from your 9 batter.
Oh, absolutely. Guy who's turned it over, had big RBIs and big moments. He hits this one sharply towards Gold at second base, taking on a couple of hops, and over to first for the third out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning. Huffman has faced the minimum through 3, and Redbank Valley leads Neshannock 2-0 on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Top of the 4th inning, and we have a pitching change coming for the Neshannock Lancers. Your new pitcher is going to be Ryan Cameron, moving from third base to the pitcher's mound. Cameron, team high 12th appearance on the season, a 1-1 record, has a couple of saves. I think this is much earlier than the Lancers were expecting or hoping for their right-handed junior to make an appearance on the mound here today, Brandon.
Yeah, and Joseph didn't throw bad at all. They had a couple of timely hits with runners in scoring position. He was throwing strikes. This might just be a move to switch it up and kind of get their timing off, bring in a little harder throwing Cameron.
Yeah, try something a little bit different maybe, and Redbank now leading 2-0 through 3 innings of play. So for Denny Joseph, the final totals on him. 3 innings pitched, 52 pitches thrown.
Sturgeon.
Gave up 2 runs, 1 was earned, 5 strikeouts, and 1 intentional walk. And Cameron will now face the 5, 6, 7 hitters in Sturgeon, Smith, and Byers, and first pitch in there for strike 1. Another breaking ball and fouled off. Quickly up 0-2 is Cameron. Joey DiMuccio has moved to third base, by the way, so that means the DH is out of the game for Neshannock. It's DiMuccio at third, and strike 3, swing and a miss. 6 strikeout of the game, first one in relief for Ryan Cameron. Real quick, back to DiMuccio. Freshman playing as a DH to start. Coach Q called him the utility player. He's played every position on the field this year except for catcher, and I guess he was actually slated to go in and catch at the end of one of the games, and they didn't have to go one more inning because they got a mercy rule.
I have a soft spot in my heart for those types of players, the ones that can play every position.
You and I were basically that for a majority of our careers. You play wherever Coach tells you to go, right?
If it gets you in the lineup, I'll play whatever you tell me to play.
Breaking ball up the middle, taken behind shortstop, and Rickel could not get it in the glove. Jordan Smith will reach. We'll have to call that E6. Second error of the game. Second error of the playoffs for Neshannock. They've played clean baseball. Not going that way here today.
You're a tougher scorer than I am. That's a tough play. I see it, though. You'd like to see it made.
When in doubt, that's what Game Changer is for. Squaring the bunt, and this one gets all the way back to the backstop. Pass ball will allow Smith to reach second base.
If you're Neshannock right now, you just need to calm down, get an out, get back into the plate to bat, and go with it.
1-0 the count. Inside move will bring Smith back to second base. And kind of how I expected. The Redbank book ruled an infield single. The Neshannock book ruled an error. Scoring the bunt and pulling back on that breaking ball is Byers. 2-1 down the count. Byers the 8-hitter. Brian Hepler in the on-deck circle. It is a final, by the way. Union 12-9 over Purchase Line. This one bunted, taken by the pitcher, and he'll throw to first base. Pegley covering, so that goes sacrifice 1-4 for the second out of the inning, advancing Smith to third base.
2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
I say sacrifice 1-4 just to remind Brandon Fisher. It's been a while since he's kept a book.
I won't tell you how many years. Don't need to age myself.
That wouldn't surprise me if, when you're listening out in Colorado, you're trying to keep a book along with us. Listen to the games back home. That one's outside for a 1-0 count.
Sometimes it's tempting. I love watching from Colorado, especially when I'm working during tax season.
This one down at the knees, evens the count at 1-1. We thank Brandon Fisher and BMF Tax and Financial. BMFtax.com. Visit them online. Especially when you get ready for next tax season. Good pitch there. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Hepler, the 9-hitter, had a good at bat the first time through. Fouled off a number of pitches. Now has an 1-2 count. This one flared softly towards second base, taken there by Pegley for the third out of the inning.
Completed 3.5 innings of play.
No runs, an error, runner left stranded at third base.
Redbank leading the Shannock.
2-0. Redbank Valley still with the lead, though. Back in a moment. You're watching for free on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our May LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County Sports Network is proud to honor Shenango Girls Track and Field as the LCAP Team of the Month. The Lady Wildcats brought home a gold medal at the PIAA Championship meet for the first time in program history. Congratulations, Coach John Montgomery and the State Championship Shenango Track and Field Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Coming back to the game, we'll announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Winner of this one will take on either Sagertown or Mount Union. Currently in the 6th inning, it is a 6-3 Sagertown lead over Mount Union. It's the District 10 runner-up Panthers and the District 6 champion Mount Union. Keep you posted on that one. His first pitch swinging as Rickle hits this one towards deep center field, but hustling back to make the catch for the first out of the inning is Isaac Neuswanger. Only 33 pitches thrown now in the game from starter Jackson Huffman. If you're Neshannock, do you want to see them work in different counts, better counts, or have they been swinging at the right pitches?
Right there, that was the right pitch. He made good contact. I would like to see them make him work a little bit more, but he is throwing strikes.
Yeah, a lot of first pitch strikes, especially as he's retired the first 10. Make it 11.
Now these last 2 innings, I think he threw 6 last inning, and now he's at 2 this inning.
Oh,
If you're Cameron here, you might be taking a pitch or two.
Well, if I'm a coach, I'm literally putting the take sign on because I'm not going for the steak dinner. But yeah, you're right. Pitches per inning, 12, 14, 6, and this is going to be pitch number 3 of the 4th inning as Huffman has been dealing here so far for Redbank Valley. Breaking ball at the knees for strike 1. Cameron hitting .509 on the season. That one, cricket bowls its way in. Evens the count at 1-1. Right now, you just want a base runner any way you can get it if you're in Neshannock. Cameron a good option for that. Almost a .650 on base percentage. A team high 18 walks drawn on the year. Has a good eye hitting in that 3-hole today for Neshannock. 2-1 pitch, outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. And now officially Neshannock is the final team remaining in Lawrence County baseball. Elwood City defeated 4-1 by Phillipsburg Osceola. And strikeout.
We completed 4 innings of play.
Ends the inning, 4th strikeout of the game. Another 1-2-3 frame for Jackson Huffman. We've played 4 complete, still a 2-0 Redbank Valley advantage. Back in a moment, it's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Heading to the top of the 5th inning, a 2-0 Redbank Valley advantage. A run in the 1st and a run in the 3rd. Panthers have seen good pitches. They've got 4 hits in the game, and so far Jackson Huffman has been almost unhittable. 1 hit in the game for Neshannock, but he has faced the minimum as that 1 base runner was caught stealing.
Now leading off for Redbank, number 30, Isaac Nieswanger.
And now it's the top of the order due up for the Bulldogs. Newswanger, Wagner, and George. And first pitch, kind of a check swing there from Newswanger for strike 1. Ryan Cameron in his 2nd inning of relief. Also saw Cole Hutchison warming up there between innings. Hutchinson and Joseph, the 2 seniors, doing a majority of the work as starting pitchers over the course of the season as that breaking ball stays inside, evens the count at 1-1.
If you're Redbank Valley, you have to love the way this game is playing out so far.
Well, we've gone through 4 innings and your pitcher has thrown 39 pitches. Enough said.
You'll love that every time.
Their batters have worked good counts, chased the Neshannock starter out of the game after 3 innings of work. Now Ryan Cameron, a 3-1 count. Rides inside as well. First walk of the game issued in relief by Cameron. We have a second, Matt Flaner. If you can throw up the rest of that Class 2A bracket, we'll take a look around the area. Everett and Fort Cherry. Winner of that one will take on either Mercyhurst Prep or Riverview. And on the east side of the bracket, Halifax, a team to watch out for, as is Faith Christian, the District 1 champion and defending state champion. Those are the 2 teams that are probably going to meet in the quarterfinals, and that will be one heck of a quarterfinal matchup as a first pitch breaking ball in for strike 1 to Braylon Wagner. So runs are going to be at a premium, but what do you do if you're Coach Hepler here is first pitch breaking ball for strike 1? Ground ball towards short. Flip to second for one. Bobbled. Throw to first will be not in time. That little bobble from Pegley at second base. Just enough for the speedy Wagner to reach on the fielder's choice.
Brings up number 10.
The answer to the question you did ask was not hit into a double play.
Yes.
Which did not happen.
Went out, excuse me.
Yeah, Wagner now 2 for 3. Double, single, RBI, and a run scored. And he's also got his team high 20th stolen base on the season. I was questioning if you would consider using him as a sacrifice, knowing runs were at that much of a premium. But even with that ground out, you expect you might see him off and running on one of these pitches from Cameron. A couple of flyouts for Brock George. Last one gave it a ride to deep right center field. This one off the end of the bat, taken by Cameron to second for Ickel for one. Bounces to first base on not in time. So back-to-back fielder's choices to eliminate the lead runner for Neshannock.
If you're Neshannock, you'd like to see one of those double plays turn, but you've at least got the lead runner on both of them, limited the damage on anything else happening.
And we're going to have another trip to the mound, brought to you by Pontius Insurance. Coming back to the game, we'll announce a Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Their doctors, Dr. Maley, Dr. Ardro, Dr. Bowser, all former local athletes wanting to get you back on your feet faster. Prehab before you rehab. You sit on these stools long enough, up in the booth, Brandon. Bleacher back is one thing. Broadcaster back, especially in basketball season, that's the one that gets you.
Yeah, back pain's become an issue recently, and not a fan.
Too much time out there on the golf course there. Yeah. No such thing, I know.
No such thing. Golf course is the only place the back doesn't hurt. Unless I'm playing bad, then that's the excuse.
That's a great excuse.
Now
I like it.
For Redbank, number 16,
Jackson Huffman now to the plate with 2 down. On base twice, RBI single, and intentional walk in his 2 times to the plate. Hitting .359 on the year. Good block by Tatterson behind the dish on that breaking ball. How big was it as a pitcher to have a catcher that you could trust that if you bounced one in like that it wasn't going to go down?
It's huge, especially with a curveball. I mean, being able to bounce it in the dirt, knowing that the catcher's going to block it, it makes pitching so much easier. You're not afraid that it's going to go 40 feet behind and easy second or easy steal for the runner, and makes the batter have to think a little bit more too.
2-0 now the count though to Huffman. Carson Gold in the on-deck circle. Breaking ball in there for strike one. 2-1 to count. Carson Gold 0 for 2 if he gets the opportunity, if Huffman is able to reach base. Hoffman checks his swing. Makes the count 3-1. PIAA first round action. A run in the first, a run in the third. Here for Redbank Valley. Neshannock with just 1 base runner all game. 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Count runs full. And now you'll see the runner at first, Brock George, off and running with the pitch. Ground ball, chopped foul on the third base line. We'll do it again. Jackson Huffman, Defensive Player of the Year on the gridiron as well. I believe he was Defensive Lineman of the Year as well in District 9. Love seeing the multi-sport athletes.
Especially at the smaller schools.
Oh, it's a must when you have 1A and 2A
you want to field
right?
teams.
Seen that all too well in recent memory. Union Shenango, both under 20 members. Ground ball up the middle, be taken by Rickel, and he will step on second base in time for the third fielder's choice of the inning.
4.5 innings.
So the leadoff walk ends up not hurting Neshannock in the end. Redbank Valley still with a 2-0 lead heading to the bottom of the 5th inning here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel's Kevin Mahoney as the May Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month. Kevin won Whitfield gold medals in the shot put and discus and was the state runner-up in shot put and 7th in discus. LC Sportsnet is also proud to honor Laurel's Lexi Guyewitz and Shenango's Anna McKinley as the May Red Zone Female Athletes of the Month. Lexi repeated as the PIAA shot put champion, while Anna took home state gold in the javelin and also finished 5th in shot put. Congratulations and best of luck to Shenango's Anna McKinley and Laurel's Lexi Guyewitz and Kevin Mahoney, the Male Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Stretch times, we hit to the bottom of the 5th inning. UPMC 5th inning stretch. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster at upmc.com. Brandon Fisher alongside. I'm James Dotson. 4, 5, 6 hitters up for Neshannock, still trailing 2-0 against Jackson Huffman, who has, through 4 innings, faced the minimum, giving up just 1 hit in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That one catches the outside corner, I guess, for evens a count at 1-1.
Yeah, if you're in Neshannock, you're just looking for a base runner here, whether single, hit by pitch, walk. Get someone on the base and make Red Valley think about it a little bit.
Aiken pops this one foul and out of play. Anthony Aiken is one of our Nick's Auto Body Impact players you trust from a scratch to a dent to a major repair. Nick Tremaine, located on South Mill Street in downtown Newcastle. Aiken hitting .388, 17 RBI, had 4 ribbies in the quarterfinal victory against Apollo Ridge. Watches that one upstairs to even the count at 2-2. Line drive over the head of the second baseman, Gold, for a lead-off single for Ant Aiken.
Aiken will lead off the bottom of 5th with a single.
Good piece of 2-strike hitting there, Brandon, going the other way with it.
You love to see it. Let it get deep into the zone, go the other way, and now you have his speed on base. This is really the first time that Redbank Valley really is probably going to have to think while playing defense.
Yeah, the only base runner was a Joey DiMuccio 2-out single in the 2nd inning. Tying run out of the plate in Mesa Moreau's first pitch on the inside corner for strike 1 to him.
Looks like Neshannock might have changed their approach a little bit. They're taking a few more pitches early in the count than they have been.
Long pause from Huffman. Up and in. That got a piece of Moreau's. So now the tying run is on board in the bottom of the 5th inning, just like that.
First base with a hit batsman.
And just like we said, you get a runner on base, especially someone with the speed of Aiken. It puts pressure on the pitcher.
Yeah, it was a bummer that you didn't get to see Anthony Aiken running in the WPIAA Track and Field Championships. Had a strained hamstring. Now Joey DiMuccio will step to the plate. He and Tatterson were part of a relay team at Neshannock that broke the school record not once but twice this year.
Wow.
In the 4x100-meter relay. And the crazy thing, it was 4 different lineups. The only consistent parts were Aiken and Tatterson. The other 2 rotated with, I think, 5 other different runners.
Oh, that's impressive.
1-0 pitch right down Broadway, evens the count at 1-1 to DiMuccio.
This might be shocking news, but I was not a member of a school record relay team.
We're going to have a pinch runner. That's going to be Lucas Walzer. Right on cue as we're talking about track. Lucas Walzer was a finalist in the javelin this year, was the senior. He was expected to be a defensive player throughout the majority of this year, but with the javelin, fighting the injuries, that's the issue with any multi-sport athlete, especially when they're in the same time.
Yep.
Aiken with the pulled hammy, missed a couple of weeks. Good to see them backing out on the field. Is scoring abundance to Muccio and lays him down the first base line, but it is going to drift foul. So the runners will have to retreat.
I love that right there. Get runners to second and third.
Rob Nattell, if you're listening, you're fired. Tries to blame Coach Nee for pulling the plug over there at Union before they got off the air. I know better. 1-2 the count now to DiMuccio. Fouls this one back to the screen.
Couple runners on. Here's some life in the Neshannock dugout now.
It had been quiet. Still nobody out now. This one is popped up sky high towards shallow right field. And a catch made by the second baseman all the way back there was Carson Gold for the first out of the inning. Close to a balk there, Brandon, as the pitcher kind of faking the inside move. You can do that, but as soon as you hesitate and make a full pause.
Now batting, number 8.
It was definitely very close. Judgment called by the umpire. I wouldn't have been shocked if it had been called.
Now Cole Hutchinson to the plate, tried to bunt for a hit in his first at bat today. 1 down, 2 on. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Aiken led off with the single. He stands at second base. Walzer's the pinch runner from Arose, who was hit by a pitch. He's standing at first. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Hutchinson. Love the story. He had to miss his top 10 dinner as one of the top 10 graduates in the class of 2026. The tradition at Neshannock, top 10 graduates each invite a teacher. They go out to dinner as a special end of year. Well, of course, that was on the day that they played in the WPIAA semifinals. So what did the teacher he invited do? He said, I'm not going to the dinner either. I'm going and watching your game. That was a real cool moment. Got a nice picture of them after that semifinal victory.
You love stories like that. Good mentors. That's something that Cole will remember for the rest of his life.
He'll be heading to Virginia to continue his academic career as he fouls that one back towards the school. 0-2 the count. And yes, it is home games in the first round of the playoffs, Brandon. Something we never got to experience.
No, that was always weird to me when we were a home team and then you had to go out and flip a coin.
Yes. First round, if a team can host at their home venue, they are permitted to. And yes, they are officially the home team in the book as well. Everything after this, though, is neutral site and coin flip. 0-2 the count. Try to level timing play at second base. Not fooled was Aiken there at second. I'd say Hutchinson saw it coming and he requested time in the batter's box. Still an 0-2 count. Another one popped up sky high. This will be an infield fly as George will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So a couple of ducks on the pond for Neshannock, but unable to get anything going. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter coming up here. Pinch hitter is going to be AQ Quilero, excuse me. Antonio Quilero will be coming to the plate.
Now batting for Neshannock, number 7, Antonio Quilero.
And Coach Q, well, he tried to give me the family tree on it. But I believe we determined second cousin is the official.
Once removed?
Something like that. AQ, who got a couple of spot starts during the time when Aiken was out of the lineup as a DH. Now as a pinch hitter, he's hitting .500 on the season is Quilero. He's first pitch swinging, and he's going to flare this one into shallow left center field, and this is going to be a pinch hit RBI single. Right man, right spot. AQ with the RBI to cut the lead in half.
James, how much do you love it as a coach when you put in a pinch hitter and that happens?
just like you draw it up. And now I think we're going to see the re-entry. Yes, we will. They're going to now re-enter Tatterson. As Anthony Aiken scores on that Parada-Jones-McCree RBI. Parada-Jones-McCree, excellence is their guarantee. We'll have another trip to the mound. Is Neshannock able to scrap one back here in the 5th? Aiken led off with a single, and after Moroz was hit by a pitch, a couple of pop-ups in the infield, but then the freshman Antonio Quilero stepping in and getting the RBI single to cut the lead in half, and still 2 guys on base.
I mean, it's as you expect with teams at this point, at this stage in the game. They're all good teams, and Neshannock's made the adjustments that they needed to make after their first time through the lineup. They're starting to get better bat to the ball, and good things are happening.
AQ kind of taking the old Jake Rind role from the freshman year, where he was pinch hitting and getting a hit in almost every single playoff game in that pinch hit role.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough to come in as a pinch hitter and produce.
That guy is trying to stay loose, get ready, and I do like too. He wasn't waiting around. First pitch he saw, he was going after it. So now Cuzzy Gerlach to the plate. First pitch outside for ball 1. Gerlach's got 11 RBI on the season.
And the Neshannock dugout's getting louder.
Off the end of the bat, high hopper right to the third baseman, George. He'll step on the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. Neshannock, though, on the board. They cut the lead in half, 2-1. 1 run on 2 hits in the inning to make the score 2-1 through 5 innings. Back in a moment from Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field. You're watching for free thanks to BMF Tax on LC Sportsnet, powered by LCAP.
You're looking for quality concrete services? Contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Two to 1, Redbank Valley leads Neshannock. They're able to get a run back on the Lancers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brandon Fisher alongside. I'm James Dotson. Talk about the foundation of these teams, brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your home business at DoranConcrete.com. I talk about it all the time because I went through it with the Neshannock program. I don't get a chance to be able to bounce that off with somebody else who's gone through the Neshannock baseball program. Just talk about what it's been, basically the last 30 years now, or close to it, at least 25 years from the Coach Bub era now into the Coach Q era of just what is expected when you step foot on a Neshannock baseball field.
Yeah, I think the big thing for me, playing in it and then staying in touch with it over the last 20 years, it's just the family aspect. You play for the team on the front of the name. You don't play for yourself. We had a lot of good players throughout my years that would start on just about any other county team and never saw the field. And it was never pouting. It was never feeling sorry for yourself. It was cheering for the guys that were on the field. And that's something Coach Bub instilled in you. And, Coach Q as the assistant coach at the time also instilled it. And nothing's changed over the last, 15, 20, 25 years. And, you still have players coming back and just telling you how much they've Coach Bub, Coach Q has meant to everyone. So
it speaks
you feel
volumes.
Lucky.
It speaks volumes, just like what you said right there, the fact that nearly 20 years later, and you're still following out of state, and you're still following. Hey, what's Neshannock doing here throughout the season and into the playoffs? I think that speaks volumes as much as anything. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss to retire Carson Gold for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout in relief for Ryan Cameron, working his 3rd inning of relief. And again, big thanks to Brandon Brandon Fisher here, not only for joining us on the broadcast, but for sponsoring our broadcast here today. Timed it perfectly. He's in town from out of state over the weekend. BMFtax.com. Check him out, and you do a lot of things remote. It doesn't matter that you're out of state. People from the area here or anywhere around the country really can be calling you up, right?
Yeah, if you have a computer, you can work with me.
So that means Lee Moan, you're in trouble. Got to be at least somewhat tech savvy, I guess. Quickly up 0-2 against Caden Sturgeon now is Cameron. Sturgeon a couple of strikeouts in his 2 plate appearances so far. This one just misses outside.
It's a great pitch right there.
Now talk about that, the mentality of a waste pitch on that 0-2 count.
Yeah, I mean, that's a waste pitch, but that's still close enough where an umpire has to think about calling it, and the hitter's got to think about swinging at it. So you have some waste pitches that are just bouncing to the dirt, and you have waste pitches like that where it's close enough where you could get the strike 3 call, the batter could swing and miss, or a weak ground ball or pop fly somewhere.
A couple of close ones taken by Sturgeon, and then this one ripped right back up the middle for a 1-out single.
Sturgeon will reach base with the base hit.
Sturgeon at first base. I think we will see our first courtesy runner of the game.
Jordan Smith.
Courtesy runner brought to you by LCAP. So many ways LCAP improving the quality of life in and around Lawrence County. Visit lccap.org. Lots of summer camps going on. Can still sign up. Visit the social media pages on Facebook and Twitter. And, of course, lcap.org for more information on those summer camps. First pitch for strike 1. It is Grant Shoemaker who is the courtesy runner at first base. And that's what I'm waiting to see eventually happen, is the courtesy runner working its way up into the collegiate or professional ranks as Shoemaker works his way back over.
You think it would?
Wouldn't surprise me if it ends up happening in college. I don't know about pros, especially now that they got the DH always.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it in college. Pros would be kind of weird.
Good breaking ball there. Gets Smith. If they still had the true National League where the pitchers are hitting, I wouldn't have any issue with having a courtesy runner for your pitcher.
Yep, I agree with that.
0-2 now the count to Smith. And this one's off the end of the bat. Flared toward shallow center field. And a diving catch made by Hutchinson. And he's going to show off the arm to first. Oh, it was bang, bang. With a big stretch from Moroz. Just the fingertips back in there for Shoemaker. But a great catch from Hutchinson, nearly doubled him off.
That's a heck of a play. And I'll be honest, when he let go of that, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I would have thrown that. And that ended up being way closer than I thought it was going to be.
Wyatt Byers now with 2 down comes to the plate. First pitch inside corner for strike 1. A strikeout and a sacrifice bunt in his 2 plate appearances. Neshannock with a little bit of life, and pay attention. They got the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 6th inning as well.
Yeah, that was a big last inning for Neshannock. You turned it over. You got your first run of the game. Top of the lineup coming up.
And how did it start? The leadoff guy getting on base. How big it is. Another good breaking ball for strike. Makes it 0-2 against Byers. Another 0-2 breaking ball down in the Pebbles. Makes it 1-2. That was the other thing. We didn't get a chance to play on this beautiful field up here. We were stuck on Hess.
I played on it one time. After I graduated, I got to play a summer league game, and did not go well.
Thought you were going to say you finally had an error-free game playing on the turf. That one's called strike 3 on the outside corner.
We completed 5.5 innings of play.
Third strikeout in relief for Cameron. Keeps it a 2-1 game. Don't go anywhere, folks. Class 2A first-round action here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Riverside Apartments is Newcastle's premier senior citizens complex. Looking to downsize but still maintain your independence? Riverside Apartments is within walking distance of many of the stores and restaurants of downtown Newcastle. Large efficiency and one-bedroom apartments currently available for rent. Riverside features on-site laundry facilities, a main floor lounge area, full security door system, storage areas, and reserved on-site parking. And best of all utilities are included, including cable and air conditioning. At prices under $500 per month, there's no question it's a steal. You're safe at Riverside.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Top of the order due up for Neshannock. They trail 2-1. The District 7 champion Lancers trailing to the Bulldogs from Redbank Valley, the District 9 runner-ups. And it's Rickle, Pegley, and Cameron. Third time through the order. Always crucial, Brandon.
Always crucial. You've seen the pitcher twice now. You know what he's going to bring. You know when he's going to bring it. It's a crucial part of the game.
First pitch is going to miss outside for ball one. We also know, maybe tuning in and catching the end of this one, Sagertown Panthers await the winner of this one. The District 10 runner-ups defeat Mount Union 7-3. This one's chopped back foul. Evens the count at 1-1. Sagertown used a pair of pitchers in that game as well, so they have everybody available for the next game. As this one's hit towards left field, and it's going to fall in out of the outstretched arms of Byers, and this is going to be a leadoff double for Nathan Rickle. Tying run in scoring position just like that.
Now batting number one.
He leads the team in just about every offensive category, Brandon. You figure third time through the lineup, he's going to do something special. That's his 9th double of the season.
You know what I love about that is he didn't try to do too much with it. He didn't try to pull it and hit it out. He went with the pitch, ended up with the double. I'm sure assistant coach Joey Borelli loved that.
Going with it the whole way, and with that, it's tailing away from the left fielder Byers, who just was about a step away from maybe making that catch. And now Pegley, will he square to bunt? He will, but pulls back as it's upstairs for ball one. Pegley hitting .390 on the season. Drove in a run and scored a run in the WPIAA championship game. He would represent the go-ahead run. Squares again, pulls back. 2-0 the count. Mentioned Joe Borelli. You talked about the legacy and the players who come back and coach. I mean, Joe Borelli, class of 2009. Rich Serigny, state champion, class of 2015. Oh, Johnny Sansone, never heard of him before.
He was an okay ball player.
Bunt down the first baseline, and there's nobody there! What a bunt from Pegley! As first baseman was charging, he put it between the pitcher and the first baseman. The second baseman had to be covering first, Brandon. There's nobody there.
I was watching that develop, and Rickle wanted to go home so bad on that play. Coach Q held him up. Smart play.
Yeah, with nobody out. If it was a little bit harder of a bunt, actually, you probably had a chance, because that one could have made it all the way to the grass.
It's a line drive in the book.
Absolutely.
Now, what do you like here, James?
That's a great question. I mean, you
have a lot of options.
With the velocity, though, that your pitcher has, I don't think any sort of straight steal
Agreed.
Is the answer here. I think you just play this normal for now. Ryan Cameron, a couple of strikeouts today, but he's been hitting the ball well in the postseason. First pitch misses outside for ball one. At the same side, if you're Redbank, are you willing to concede that run to get an out?
I think you are. I mean, 6th inning, tie game. It's tough. I think you're willing to concede it, though.
I may have
prevent the big inning.
I may have just seen the first time ever for a Coach Q team. He just told his dugout to be quiet. Throw back to the pitcher on this stolen base, so Pegley will get a stolen base. And the reason he did that is because it's not the old signs that you and I could still do from 20 years ago from the Coach Bub days. It's the verbal sign. So he had to tell his dugout to be quiet so he could make sure everybody knew the sign. 2-0 the count.
I still remember those. I shouldn't, but I do.
Swing and foul tip into the glove makes it 2-1 to count. Yeah, you shouldn't remember it. It's funny the things that you just can't get out of your brain, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember those, but I can't remember anything my wife tells me from 3 minutes ago.
Nathan Rickle led off with a double. Luca Pegley with a bunt single. And now Ryan Cameron with 2 runners in scoring position. Off the end of the bat and foul. Count now 2-2. Anthony Aiken awaiting in the on-deck circle as well. Still nobody down. Freshman Joey DiMuccio now warming up in the bullpen as well for the Lancers. The 2-2. Off the end of the bat towards right field, fighting off the sun, and he does make the catch just inside of foul territory, does Jordan Smith, but it's deep enough to bring Rickle home. The sac fly for the Prada Jones McCree RBI, and we're now tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for Neshannock.
And maybe even bigger, Pegley, seeing it was going in foul territory, he tags up and gets to third base.
Outside of a gap shot there or a single, that was the best thing you could have hoped for. Fly ball, right field, got the runner home. Runner on second tagged up, got the third, still only 1 out. Neshannock is set up well here.
Another trip to the mound to talk it through. Neshannock, the final baseball team in the county remaining. On the softball side, we have Neshannock Laurel Part 4 coming up on Thursday. We also have Union continuing in the quarterfinals on Thursday as well. And we are going to get a pitching change here with 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a red zone pitching change. We'll come back with all the changes when we return. Tied at 2, Neshannock and Redbank Valley here on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
New pitcher is Braylon Wagner, and no surprise, he's been kind of the 1A, 1B all year here between Wagner and Huffman, according to the Redbank Valley coaching staff. But he's going to work into a jam. The go-ahead run standing at third base, and Luca Pegley, 1 down, and Anthony Aiken stepping to the plate. Get you the final numbers on Huffman in a moment. He and Wagner just switch places, so Huffman goes to short. Wagner, 56 strikeouts, 16 walks on the season. So Neshannock with a run in the 5th, now a run in the 6th to scrap back together. Infield playing in, shortstop still playing pretty deep, interestingly enough, as the first pitch in there for strike 1 to Aiken.
Yeah, I don't really understand that.
They are going to go for the suicide squeeze. Aiken gets the bunt down. The throw will not come to the plate. It will go to first. There's the suicide squeeze. You said it, Brandon, when we were off the air between innings there. Do you see the squeeze coming? Yes, you did.
Sometimes I know what I'm talking about.
Well, you kind of saw it coming too, because third baseman's playing back. They're doing it from the windup, and I was watching Pegley the whole way too. He did it right. Shuffle, then break. No chance to get him at the plate. First pitch, fastball outside corner for strike 1 to Mason Moroz. And now all of a sudden the Lancers, after trailing 2-0, now have a 3-2 advantage. Ground ball towards third, taken there by Brock Jones. His throw to first in time to retire Moroz. and end the inning. Neshannock with a pair of runs on a pair of hits, a sac fly, and a squeeze bunt give the Lancers the lead. 3-2, 7th inning when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Being the home team to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Final chance coming now for Redbank Valley as they trail Neshannock 3-2. A pair of runs in the last inning. You were impressed with the sac fly of just getting a bat out there and getting the run in to tie it. Talk about that suicide squeeze, though, from Anthony Eakin.
First off, I love the call right there. It makes total sense, but a heck of a job by Anthony Eakin to get that bunt down. That high inside pitch is not an easy pitch to bunt, and he did it with perfection. And just credit to him, because that could have gone bad.
9-1-2 hitters due up for Redbank Valley here in the top of the 7th inning. Hepler, Nieswanger, and Wagner. If one of them were to get a board, that would allow 3-hitter Brock George to come to the plate. First pitch outside corner for strike one to Hepler. Strikeout in the lineout in his 2 plate appearances here today. Cameron in his 4th inning of relief, and he has been dealing, quickly up 0-2.
He's definitely settled in. That first coming in inning after, he was a little bit off. He's definitely found his groove, though.
Working quickly up 0-2. And that one downstairs.
This is a big first at bat here in Neshannock. You want to get that first out, keep a runner off bases, and if you're Redbank, you want to get someone on.
Ground ball towards the hole. It's short. Rickel unable to gather it smoothly, and a leadoff runner will reach on an error. It was going to be a tough play in the hole. Just could not get the hop. And we're going to have, it looks like, a potential pinch runner. It's going to be Grant Shoemaker. We saw him as a courtesy runner earlier. Now he's going to enter as a pinch runner.
If you're Neshannock here, you just want to make the easy play, make the sure play, get the lead runner. Don't give Redbank Valley anything.
And if you're Redbank Valley, you're thinking probably sacrifice and move him over right here as well, right?
Absolutely.
Set up your top hitter in Braylon Wagner.
And this is the small ball fundamental game we're talking about.
Neshannock was successful on it in the last inning. Not scoring on the first pitch, at least, is Nieswanger for ball one. So again, Grant Shoemaker is the pinch runner over at first base. Joey DiMuccio to third base and way up on the fake grass at third, expecting bunt. Still not showing. That one inside corner evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked they haven't bunted here. Leadoff batter, your 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up.
Maybe wanted to see a strike. We'll see what comes with this 1-1. Breaking ball for strike two. One ball, 2 strike to count. Cameron kicks, delivers, good block behind the dish. Good hold at the plate from Nieswanger.
Like we talked earlier, how great is it that you can bounce a curveball there with a runner on first base?
A lot of trust in your future Army cadet behind the dish in Tatterson. 2-2. That one, though, a wild pitch will go all the way back to the screen. No chance to get that one. So the sacrifice without needing the sacrifice. Shoemaker advances to second. Now the count full. And that one's going to tail inside. And now, an even bigger question to me, your best hitter to the plate. Everything says right now that you lay this bunt down to move the tying run to third and a go-ahead run to second. Well, this is Braylon Wagner to the plate. 23 ribbies, hitting just shy of 500 on the year. The game within the game.
I'm glad I'm not making this decision right now. I think with the runner on first, I'm bunting here to set up second and third, potentially one out opportunity to take the lead. Runner on just second, I might let him swing away.
Moreau's at first, playing way in for Neshannock, expecting the bunt, and again, still not showing it at the knees for strike one.
This is why I don't coach.
Well, it's trust in your players. And it looks like right now the Bulldog coaching staff says we want the bat in our guys' hands. This one flared towards shallow right field. Aiken's going to not be able to get to it. Good job to stop it, to keep it in front at least. Everybody goes station to station. Had to play deep with Wagner at the plate, and it falls in. Bases loaded, no outs. Trip to the mound coming up. More drama in these one-run games that the Bulldogs have played in this year. Not that Neshannock hasn't had those kind of games either. In fact, I think it was the first 7 games of the year for Neshannock were all walk-off games. A couple of those were like mercy rule walk-off wins, but the first 7 games were all in walk-off fashion. Both these teams have had their fair share of tight games to go through.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Neshannock here, you still got the one-run lead. You're in a little bit of a pickle. Your job here is to get an out. Limit the damage. Worst case scenario, you get out of this inning tied is what you're hoping for if you're Neshannock.
Corners are going to play up. Second base and shortstop in double play depth for Brock George. 2 flyouts and a fielder's choice ground out. He fouls this first pitch back to the screen. Shoemaker's a pinch runner running at third. Newswanger at second. Wagner at first. The 0-1. Ground ball towards DiMuccio. Couldn't get it out of his glove. Able to finally get it home to get the lead runner at the plate. Good job not to panic by the freshman there, Brandon, because he went 2-3 times to get it out of the glove.
I'm impressed by him for being in 9th grade, making that play in this situation with the bobble. There's kids out there that would have either eaten that or thrown that out of play, and he did a heck of a job staying with it.
Jackson Huffman, 1 for 2 for him with an RBI single back in the first. Drove in the first run of the game. First pitch breaking ball for strike one on the inside corner. A single intentional walk and a ground out. Again, corners playing to cut off the run at the plate. Middle infielders playing back. Cameron comes set. Breaking ball, lined foul down the third base line.
And now we're in that situation. It's an 0-2 count, runner on third base. Cameron can throw what he wants because Tatterson's been a brick wall back there today.
What are you throwing if you're the one on the mound?
I think I'm going a high fastball here.
Try to change the eye level if nothing else.
Not hittable, though.
Yes.
Do not make the mistake of leaving it in the zone. It's got to be something that if he chases, he's popping it up or missing.
0-2 the count. And again, just stepping off the rubber. Oh, and 2. Tatterson setting up way outside. Breaking ball's left inside, and this one's drilled towards left field. Drifting, and it will go foul just a foot in front of the fence. As Cameron missed the spot on that one. Got away with it.
So, James, I always play this situation out in my head. Bases loaded, 1 out, fly ball, foul territory. Do you catch it?
In this
one-run lead?
In this situation, yes, absolutely. Now, if this was like bottom of the 7th in that exact scenario, I think, yeah, you have to let it drop. Count remains 0-2. Fastball just downstairs.
It's a good miss right there. It's not going to hurt you.
D. Swanger at third, Wagner at second, George at first. The 1-2 to Huffman. Ground ball up the middle. Rickle to Pegley for 1. On to first. In time! 6, 4, 3. Double play sends the Lancers to the state quarterfinals.
They didn't turn those 2 double plays earlier in the game. They turned the biggest one right there.
From the brink, a 2-0 deficit. 1 run in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, to win 3-2.
First round of the 2A PIAA baseball playoffs.
They get the runs when they need them, and they leave the bases loaded in the 7th inning. Find a way, survive and advance, Brandon.
Wow. You know, for my first broadcasting opportunity, that I don't think we could have asked for a better game right there. It had everything. Timely hitting, good fielding, great pitching. What more can you ask for, James?
Neshannock and Sagertown will meet on Thursday. Site and time to be determined, with a trip to the state semifinals on the line. We'll head to our Tri-County Principals post-game show, get you the final scoring recap, as well as our MVP of the game and Maley Chiropractic play of the game when we return. 3-2, Neshannock defeats Redbank Valley. This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
When When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Back here at Mike Bubba Kirkwood Field one last time as the Neshannock Lancers come from behind to defeat Redbank Valley 3-2. A run in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th, a sac fly and a squeeze bunt. But then in the top of the 7th inning, Redbank Valley getting the bases loaded with no outs. You said it during the break, Brandon. No panic. Nope. They go out, they have a quick conversation, and they get the outs that they need.
Yeah, I mean, that's more than you can expect in that situation. Bases loaded, nobody out, conversation. And then I can't get over that play that Joey DiMuccio made. Freshman, just ground ball hit, bobble, makes the play at home, doesn't panic. Like, seniors panic in that situation sometimes. So for him to be able to stick with that, and then Ryan Cameron getting that double play ball, like, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better ending than that.
And especially to get a speedy guy like Jackson Huffman hustling down the line as well to get the final out of the game. Let's look at the full Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. We'll start right from the get-go because it didn't take long for the visiting Redbank Valley Bulldogs to get things going. In the top of the first inning, a one-out single from Braylon Wagner. He steals second base, and then Jackson Huffman, an RBI single for the first run of the game. They would double that advantage in the third after a one-out infield single from Isaac Neuswanger. He advances to second on the errant throw, and a couple pitches later, Braylon Wagner one-hops the left field fence for an RBI double, and it was 2-0 in favor of Redbank Valley. After 3 innings of play, Neshannock trails 2-0. They pull their starting pitcher in Denny Joseph. They bring in Ryan Cameron. More on that in a moment. On the other side, it was the first 9 batters retired in order. There was a single but a caught stealing. He faced the minimum, did Jackson Huffman, through 4 innings of play. But then fast forward to that bottom of the 5th inning, Anthony Aiken leads off with a single. Mason Rose is hit by a pitch. After a fly out in the infield from DiMuccio and Hutchinson, Antonio Quilero, a pinch hit RBI single, able to get the lead cut in half, 2-1. Just talk about that right there for a minute. That's another freshman making a play.
It's insane. Pinch hitting is probably one of the hardest things to do in baseball. You're coming off the bench completely cold. You don't know when your name's going to get called. And to come in, do it, and not only do it, he swung at the first pitch.
Yeah.
Like, didn't see anything, just swings at the first pitch, goes the other way, drives in that first run. And I think that's when the game changed. You know, it puts pressure on Redbank Valley. You know, it starts to make them question themselves. I'm assuming, you know, Neshannock is probably the favorite coming into the game. And you start to put doubt in their mind. So that's a huge momentum shift right there, and great job of hitting by A.Q. Quilero.
And then in the 6th inning, leadoff double from the leadoff man, Nathan Rickle. Luca Pegley tries to sacrifice him the tying run to third base. He ends up getting on base because he bunted to no man's land at second, basically. So 2 on, nobody out. He steals second. Ryan Cameron with the sac fly down the right field line to tie the game. Pegley heads up on that play, gets to third base to get the go-ahead run at third. That's when the pitching change happens, and now it's Wagner coming to the mound. Anthony Aiken lays down a bunt, and you're still raving about that a couple innings later that he got that bunt down on a pitch that was basically over his head.
Yeah. It was so impressive. I mean, that's a pitch, when it's not a squeeze, you're pulling back on 100 out of 100 times.
Yeah.
But with a squeeze, you have to get it down. And so many things can go wrong when you're trying to bunt a pitch above your head. You can pop it up. You know, it usually ends bad. So for him to get that down was huge.
Absolutely huge. Gave the go-ahead run in the Neshannock. But then Redbank Valley did not go away. A tough grounder in the hole. Ryan Hepler reaches. We ruled it on an error. Could have ruled that an infield hit as well for sure. Then a walk from Isaac Neuswanger, and then a flare down shallow right field from Braylon Wagner. Bases loaded, nobody out, and again, no panic whatsoever. Brock George, a ground out to the third baseman. DiMuccio bobbles it, hangs onto it, was able to get a good grip on it and fire it home to get the first out of the inning. And then Jackson Huffman fouls off an 0-2 pitch, stays alive, and then goes into a 6-4-3 double play. Rickle to Pegley to Moroz to end the game and leave the bases loaded. Time of the game, 1 hour, 44 minutes. You see the line score there at the bottom of your screen. 2 runs on 6 hits, 9 runners left on base. That's another storyline of this game here, Fish. And on the other side, Neshannock, 3 runs, 5 hits. They committed 3 errors, but they only stranded 2. When they got runners on base, they found a way to bring them across home plate to get the 3-2 victory here today.
Yeah, you don't see that too often where the team that leads in errors ends up winning the game. I said coming in that the team that wins the fundamental game is going to win. Wasn't necessarily the case here, but Neshannock was able to minimize the errors that they made and hold on to the win. So
Neshannock now at 20-3 record on the year. They will advance to the quarterfinals to take on the District 10 runner-up Sagertown. Again, site and time to be determined. We expect that will probably be. Wouldn't surprise me if that is at Slippery Rock University. We'll get all those announced probably tomorrow for those sites and times for the Thursday quarterfinal games. Redbank Valley, unfortunately, their season comes to an end. Another one-run game that they're on the losing side of, 3-2 the final. Redbank Valley finishes with a 15-7 record on the season. Neshannock 3, Redbank Valley 2. An incredible game, a back-and-forth style, a never-give-up attitude, and just a full team win for the Neshannock Lancers.
I think that's the epitome of a Coach Q-led team. We were talking in the 4th, heading into the 5th inning, that it's, just keep the pedal to the metal. Good things are going to happen. And, don't over-panic. Neshannock made the adjustments that they needed to make. And, that all the credit goes to Coach Q, but also the kids, because it's very easy at this age to, when things aren't going your way, to kind of just get down on yourselves. And Coach Q doesn't let that happen.
Final piece of business, Mr. Fisher. We have a couple of awards to give out, and we'll start with our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. And let's give about 20 different runner-ups here, because my word. Let's start with
the pinch hit.
The pinch hit for AQ Calero coming in, the freshman cold, gets the pinch hit single. Let's start with that one. Let's also talk about the sacrifice fly for Ryan Cameron. Let's talk about the bunt from Luca Pegley to get to that situation. Let's talk about the
play at third.
The play at third from DiMuccio. Let's talk about the double play to end the game. But none of those end up getting our final vote. Our final vote for play of the game today is going to go to Anthony Aiken. The game-winning run on a suicide squeeze. Unless you've been put in that situation, you don't know what that feels like when you get that call, and especially when you get a pitch like that, and he laid it down perfectly.
There's so much pressure on you when you're asked the suicide squeeze there. You have a runner barreling down on you, a pitch that you don't know where it's necessarily going to go, and you have to get your bat on the ball. That's one of the highest pressure situations in the game of baseball, and he executed it perfectly.
So Melee Chiropractic proud to present our Play of the Game award today to Anthony Aiken of Neshannock for his suicide squeeze bunt. He'll get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. You can get the full list of this year's top plays by going online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations, Anthony Aiken, for your Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. The go-ahead squeeze bunt in the bottom of the 6th inning not only kept them in the game, but gave them the lead and the win. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. As for your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, how can you not go with Ryan Cameron? To be a Bulldog like that on the mound and get it done at the plate as well. He was all that in a bag of chips.
To come in that situation, your team down 2, knowing that if you come in and you aren't at your best, which he really wasn't the first inning and a half. He was struggling with his command a little bit. But to settle down and shut down Redbank Valley for the rest of the game, I mean, that's huge. Like, no bigger performance than that.
4 innings in relief. He picks up the win in relief. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, just scattering 2 hits in the game. And, again, the game-tying RBI sac fly in the 6th inning as well. Ryan Cameron is your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. He, too, will get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone as today's MVP of the game. Full list is online at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations. Your MVP of the game, Ryan Cameron. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. Do want to give a quick shout-out to Jackson Huffman. 5 1/3 innings pitched. The hard luck loser. Just gave up 5 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. 4 strikeouts in the game. Neshannock put the ball in play. When you put the ball in play, good things are going to happen, B.
Absolutely. He was great. I mean, I'll watch a pitcher that throws strikes any day of the week, and he came in, he pounded the strike zone. I mean, he shut Neshannock down for the first 4 innings, and Neshannock was just able to make adjustments. They put balls in play, and like you said, when you put the ball in play, things can happen. It's when you're striking out, not doing things like that, where it's very easy on the defense.
They got it done today, did Neshannock, with a final score of 3-2, and again, they will take on Sagertown on Thursday in the state quarterfinals. Today's broadcast brought to you by BMF Tax and Financial. Big thanks again, Brandon Fisher of BMF Tax. Tell you what, first time on the mic, you were a BMF out there, dude.
And I appreciate that. It was a little nerve-wracking the first couple innings. I didn't know what to say, how to say it, when to say it. But I got into my rhythm. I didn't panic, just like the Neshannock Lancers, and I feel good about it. So I'm glad. Thanks for having me on. And
absolutely.
If I'm ever back in town again when something's, I'm happy to do it again.
I know something's going on coming up in October, November, or something.
October,
right?
yeah.
So we have to figure something out. I don't know. We'll see. Big thanks to again Brandon Fisher sponsoring this game and joining us and working for the full 7 innings, as we would expect nothing less from a Neshannock alum. Big thanks to him, of course, our production staff, Matt Flannery, our producer, Jacob Walzer. I guess he did something here at some point, maybe. I don't know. I guess we got to thank him for everything. Obviously, big thanks, Coach Q, and everyone here at Neshannock getting us all set up. Great stuff, as always. Big thanks to everyone here who helped sponsor these games throughout the course of the season, and, of course, BMF Tax and Brandon Fisher here today on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. One final time, your final score, Neshannock 3, Redbank Valley 2. To the state quarters go the Neshannock Lancers. For the entire crew, my broadcast colleague Brandon Fisher, I'm James Dotson. So long and stay tuned. 3 more games coming your way, state quarterfinals on Thursday. Got them all here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.